Welcome back, everybody. We have a familiar sight on our hands today as we're going on the road in Week 5 to take on the San Francisco 49ers at Levi's Stadium. This team took us down in the NFC Championship game last season after a regular season sweep of them on both our home turf and theirs. They beat us on just a handful of plays in that championship game. And now we're facing them here in Week 5 for the second time this season. We took them down back in Week 3 in a low-scoring affair, 17-13. Craig threw 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, had a high YPA and a high completion percentage. We got to Purdy 9 times, so going back to what we did last year in the regular season. And McCaffrey has had a slow start to the year, and that'll stay the same here as Mixon puts together 5 yards per carry on only 9 total, so trying to get him more involved on the ground perhaps, but the passing game has been phenomenal this year. We are throwing a lot of yards per game. We're moving the ball down the field, but we're just not putting up as many points per game as you would want. But Hassan Reddick is coming off a 4.5 sack game against the Niners. Aaron Donald had 2.5 last night, and Murray got involved, and rookie George Vance had his first pick of his career in this game as well. Reddick also wins Player of the Week thanks to his 4-sack performance. And now we're going to talk about some Damon Craig stuff. Out of the first quarter to the first couple of weeks, what do we need more from? I think it's Craig. He's had, I think to this point, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. I just got to see some better, just taking care of the football, honestly. We do get Nakua back as our 4th receiver, so he will slot in behind Offord and Tremaine Donald. Upgrade point for Baznet. We're going to go speed rusher. We get some coverage stats for him. Now we got one for George Vance, and for him, I want to go zone here because I want to get those coverages up to where they should be at, because if we can get him to some good coverage, then we're going to have a very stout defense. We also got one here for Carl Graham, the rookie defensive tackle. Very well rounded, so we're going to go with run stopper. And we get +3 block shed here. Very useful for him. In Week 4, we mount a comeback. Despite us outgaining the Ravens by a lot in this game, we had to score in the 4th quarter to win by a single point. Craig had 264, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 9.4 YPA. We hold Lamar to only 110 passing yards, and we sacked him 4 times, 11 for 20 overall. Mixon got a lot more carries in this game. Wasn't very efficient, really, but did score. Lamar had 3 rushing touchdowns. Josh Davis also scores on the ground, while Trevor Offord continues to put up some great numbers in his rookie or his second-year campaign with 117 here against the Ravens. And Reddick notches 2 more sacks. Donald tacks on 2 more as well. These guys are playing some phenomenal football to start year 5. Talking about this game, we don't get the 3 touchdowns that Craig needed to get the game day boost, but we still get XP for the entire team thanks to the win. Now against the Niners here in Week 5, we're going to defend the short pass because I trust our pressure, and we're going to throw it deep and just see if that is a similar, game style as to what we saw against Chicago. We're going to miss David Parson and Joe Styles in this game, so Reinhardt will start and will have a chance to show what he's worth in this contest. We also get Awuzie back, so we're going to put him back to our 3rd corner spot behind DJ Reed. But Trevor Offord, man, through 4 games, 93.5 yards per game. He is already halfway to his yearly production from his rookie season. This dude is blossoming into a superstar player. And here's an upgrade point, a lot of upgrade attributes here. Now we got one for Joe Styles, who is now all the way up to a 71 overall. I can really see this guy being a major contributor in maybe another year or 2. Probably going to replace Tyree Wilson, perhaps, after these next 2 seasons, and he'll be at like a 75, 76 overall at that point. But here we go against the Niners. They've got one of the league's worst offenses. McCaffrey has had a really rough year to start out, mainly because of their horrible offensive line, which they did not address in the offseason. Their defense has been very good, but so is ours. So can this defense really show out today and prove to us that maybe they're a bit different this year. We've seen some good stuff so far, and each of our first 2 showcase games and our first 2 sim games, can they do it here in week 5 for the 5th straight solid performance? Let's find out here on the road. And here we go, everybody, in week 5. It is a rematch of the NFC Championship game from last season. A heartbreaking finish to our year. But now we're here in year 5, and we're trying to beat the Niners once again in the regular season, going for another sweep. But again, if we see these guys in the playoffs somehow, if they turn things around, can we beat them in the playoffs? We're not there yet. We got to get there first. So here we go in week 5 on the road. Levi's Stadium. They will start with the football. Remember that we had 9 sacks against Purdy in week 3. Similar story as to last season, as Purdy barely gets the pass away. He saw the pressure from Warren Terry. Next play from scrimmage, McCaffrey has a hole, fakes at a defender, and Terry tracks him down after a 5-yard pickup. Our year has been a lot different to start out than we had in year 4. In year 4, the defense was a bit shaky to start. They were pretty good, but they were still kind of shaky, and it wasn't a guarantee that they would get stops. But this year, the defense is off to a phenomenal start, as they just forced a 3-and-out to start the day, as Kittle could not hang on to the pass, and it was knocked away. 3-and-out for San Fran here at home on their opening drive. Offord's going to return it. Good block there from Terry Hackett, and Offord takes it to across the 20-yard line, and the offense can come back out. We have a fully healthy offense except for David Parson being out, so besides him, we are a pretty healthy team. But Craig is still showing those signs of really not cleaning up the mistakes. In fact, he's making more mistakes in simming than he did last year. But in watching, he has still moved the ball down the field in most of our games. So, still a lot of the year to play. We'll see what happens. You dump it off here, and that is Mixon for only 2. And also one thing that I'm very just proud about is Trevor Offord, man. What a start to his season. Here he is on this catch. Big chunk play of 23 yards and a first down. But as we saw before jumping into this game, he was averaging over 90 yards a game right now through 4 weeks. More than doubling his production from last season. So I think we really might have our next number 1 behind Cooper Kupp already on the team. Mixon's got a hole. He breaks a tackle and is taken down across the 35-yard line. 19 yards on his first carry. He seems to be due for one of these kinds of runs every week, because now we have seen it each week that we have watched. 1st and 10 from the 33. Craig off target for Offord, who was open. Now they're going to press Offord, top of the screen. Does Craig look his way? No. Instead, he misfires for Kupp, who was open. Now we got 10 to go on 3rd down, trying to at least put some points on the board. Craig, though, is taken down, and this is on him. All 3 of these plays have been on Craig, and we're going to have to punt. We at least got a very good punt from Townsend, and they're going to start inside their own 7-yard line. McCaffrey takes it off tackle and has a hole. Fakes it at a defender and is taken down from behind by Basnight, but needs a better tackling on these kinds of plays. Open field tackling against McCaffrey is the absolute key to not allowing those huge runs. But he gets about 17 there. New set of downs. This one's caught by Carey for 5. Back to McCaffrey, but a delayed run. He's taken down by the rookie George Vance. Nice tackle on him. Only 1 yard on that play, and another 3rd down coming up. And the defense get off the field. They're going to throw it. McCaffrey got stuck, but it's complete to Samuel over the middle. From the 45, Purdy under pressure. He's going to take off, and we missed a sack. 8 yards on the scramble. Niners in plus territory for the first time in the game. Here's a carry for Overbay, and he has got the first down. Another drop back. Purdy, crossbody throw in traffic, incomplete for Kittle. Back to McCaffrey, up the guts. Not much room there. 3rd and 7 coming up. Do we hold these guys to a punt and or a field goal? Purdy's got some time. He's got this. That's Ayuk open, but he's 2 yards shy. Taken down by Richard. It's a good tackle in the open field. All right. On the 25, we come back out after a drive that stalled just outside of field goal range. Can we get back around the same area? Craig got it complete to Reinhardt. Going to be putting my focus on him as well because Reinhardt we saw last year when he was starting, when Parson was hurt, he had some issues corralling some throws, had a couple of drops. We'll see if that's the case this year as well, as Craig has now missed 3 really bad throws, all of which should really have been completed. Now we got another 3rd down because of it. Trips top of your screen. Craig's got time. It's caught by Reinhardt after a shot from Fred Warner. Good job to hang on that time by the 2nd-year tight end. 2 yards shy of midfield. This one's broken up for Trumaine Donald. Back to throw on 2nd. Really not going to the ground game hardly at all. And why would you when we're passing this well? A 1st down up to the 34-yard line. That's Donald for his 2nd straight target and his 1st grab of the day for 18 yards. 9 passes, a single run, which was a good one for Mixon. Offord makes the grab for 6 more. On the 28, handoff to Mixon. He gets ahead for a 1st down. Gain of about 4 or 5 yards right there. 4 yards shy of the red zone. I'm also going to be keeping my eye out for if we do any of these stupid-ass fake field goals or whatnot, because after we did one in each of the first 2 weeks, I'm expecting something similar here in one of these red zone possessions. I'm just not sure when or if it will happen, but I'm expecting it. We flip fields to start the 2nd quarter. Still outside of the red zone, but almost there. Kupp in motion. He's got the carry, but he can't break the tackle from Bosa. They only got 2 yards out of it. Those in-arounds almost never work, or those jet sweeps. Neither one works, especially with Kupp. It's just not fast enough anymore. Deep drop back. Craig's under pressure, but he throws a dime to Offord, who's wide open for the touchdown. Craig's best throw of the day, and he finds the 2nd-year receiver for another touchdown. These two have a really special connection, and Offord is having a great start to his 2nd-year campaign. Nine plays, 74 yards, and a touchdown to cap it off. The Rams take control, and they jump in front. Niners come back out, trailing for the 1st time this game. 1st and 10, McCaffrey cuts it back to the left and gets around 6. Good running early on, 5 carries for 32 yards. It's really been a pretty down year for this run game for the Niners, but trying to get back on track here against us. Quick throw, incomplete for Ayuk, jarred loose by DJ Reed. 4 to go on 3rd. McCaffrey goes out wide, and he will have the 1st down. Breaking a tackle from Murray, but not getting anything extra out of it as Richards came over for the finishing tackle. That was McCaffrey's 1st reception. A new set of downs just shy of their own 40. Over the middle, almost picked off by Quentin Lake. And he continues to get lots of playing time in the secondary, and he's been a good part of the secondary too, so I like him as a part of it. There's 6 yards for Kittle. Purdy's off to a 5 for 10 start, but it's been mostly dump-off passes for like 6 or so yards over the middle. It's been the go-to play for them. Now they're 3rd and 4. Back to McCaffrey again for the 1st down. We've been doing a poor job covering him out of the backfield so far, and both of his grabs have gone for 7-yard gains on 3rd downs on this possession. Now they're in plus territory. Back to McCaffrey. Outruns Hackett. Just simply ran around him. 7 more. Ayuk and Kittle cross the field. They just kind of flip the play. Purdy's under pressure, and he's hit as he threw it. Way off the mark. And they have a guy going down here. Leo Gregory, one of their offensive linemen, is out now. So, in comes the backup for this really banged-up offensive line. But so far, I mean, we haven't sacked Purdy yet. We sacked him 9 times back in week 3, but none so far today. Very similar story as to what happened last year. We had 10 sacks in our first game against him, and then only had 5 in the second one, which 5 is still good, but not even close to 10. McCaffrey hit down after 7 more. But also with these quick throws, it's hard to get early pressure that quickly. And now McCaffrey breaks another tackle. He's across the 20-yard line. Tackling, just like last week, has not been the best against their playmakers. It's got to be better. Can't allow broken tackles and allow 4 to 5 extra yards on some of these plays. Purdy has it complete again, and it's another first down. Goal to go from the 7. That was Patterson for his first grab. Now McCaffrey checks back in. Under 5 to play in the first half. They're trying to put themselves back in front. Deep drop back for Purdy. He is taken down by Hassan Reddick. A huge loss of 17 yards. He tried to get the pass away, but Reddick wouldn't let him. And Hassan Reddick has had a phenomenal start to his year as well after, like, what, 23 sacks last year? No, it was like 17 or 18 sacks last year, but now he's already got like 7 or 8 in the first 4 to 5 weeks. Tack on 1 more there, and now we got 2nd and goal. And the Rams hold out for a field goal stop and retain this lead. You bring 4. Purdy's got time. It's a dump off for Ayuk, and he doesn't have much. All right, 3rd and goal. Hold for the field goal. They're going to just hand it off to McCaffrey. Good team tackling. Only 3 yards on the carry, and they will settle for 3. They'll be holding on to a lead for now. Already 50 yards for number 5 in this first half. We have the ball back with just over 2 to go. Trying to put some points on the board prior to halftime. This game has kind of flown by so far. Both teams have had some pretty extensive drives that have been taking time off the clock, and now Mixon's breaking off another big run to start a drive. 3 carries for 43 yards now as we are a yard shy of our own 40. Love seeing Mixon get so many good big carries in these games. I want to see a few more his way, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from him because he's doing a lot better than Herbert was. Even though Herbert was good, Mixon's doing better. That was Josh Davis, the rookie running back, for only a yard that time around, and we have reached the 2-minute warning, leading by 1 with the ball. Scripts, bottom of your screen, we're going 5 wide here from the 40. Greg has a clean pocket. This one's caught by Reinhardt, who breaks a couple of tackles, and now he's breaking one off, and he goes the distance! 60 yards for Jeff Reinhardt. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The first play out of the 2-minute warning, and it goes for 60. His first start this season, he breaks off a huge play. Wow, Jeff Reinhardt. I mean, you knew that he had the athleticism more than David Parson does. You just weren't sure about the catching. But now he puts together both into a huge player best of the day. Who comes out for the PAT? And the Rams lead 14-6. 3 plays, 81 yards, 1 minute off the clock. Beautiful stuff. And off to McCaffrey on 1st and 10. He pulls ahead for 5. We're going to go no huddle. Purdy's going to throw it. Pressure immediately from Aaron Donald. He goes down. The 2nd sack on Purdy here in the first half. That'll put Aaron Donald back into the zone. Purdy's taken off, outruns a tackler, but Richards tracks him down, and we will force a punt and give ourselves another chance to put on points before this half is over. 1 timeout in about a minute 17 or so, minute 20 we'll say, to drive down the field again. From our own 25, back to pass Good protection. Dumped off for Reinhardt, who gets out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Now we're going 4 wide on 2nd and 1. Quick throw out to Reinhardt. Tackled in bounds, but he does have the first. Let's go no huddle here, and we're not going to. That's all right. Back up to our 40, where we scored our last touchdown from. Not sure we can do it again. Craig steps up and finds Reinhardt wide open again. 4 straight passes his way. And we are now across the 30. He's up to 130 yards on the day. We're trying to put a touchdown on the board here before halftime. Only got 15 seconds left. I'm just going to settle for 3 after this play. Caught by Donalds. And we are going to call timeout, and we will take the field goal after this. Who comes out? 2 seconds to go. The kick is up, and it's through. Rams up 17-6 at the halftime break. Really strong way to finish off that second quarter. We're looking good, and the offense is looking really phenomenal right now. Passing the ball and running the ball extremely well. What's going on throughout the rest of the country in the NFL? What teams are losing? What teams are winning? Got Arizona on the road in Seattle, and they're going to be tied at the break 14-14. Both quarterbacks passing the ball pretty well. So those 2 teams are matched up. The Cardinals are only 1-3. Seahawks trying to improve to 4-1 just like us. While the Commanders are just completely pounding it on the Vikings 24-0 at the break. 2 500 teams matched up there. You got Las Vegas hosting the Chicago Bears. And they're going to be down by 7 at halftime to Justin Fields and company, who is still over there in Chicago. They kept their franchise quarterback around, did not want to reset their timeline. We'll see if that happens in real life. Second half begins. Kickoff goes the Rams' way. We will start the half with the football. Does not get any better than that, especially after you scored so many points to end the half. You start from the 24. Out comes Craig. First play from scrimmage. It's a handoff to Mixon off tackle. He gets patient and gets out of bounds. No, not out of bounds, but across the line to gain for a first down. On the 35, back to Mixon. But only a couple this time around. Going empty on second down. They bring 4. We find Mixon out of the backfield for a first down, reaching across the line to gain. Just across the 45, back to the ground. Mixon only gets 3 more. Trying to plug up these running holes. Nick Bosa on the tackle that time. Play action. Craig's got plenty of time, and he's got offered in traffic. What a grab over Lenoir. Holy crap. Up to 74 yards now for number 5. What a perfect throw. What a great catch by Offord, man. Way to keep both feet in bounds and haul that one in. Tough grab. He is making some awesome plays week in, week out. Now we're across the Niners' 30-yard line. There's Kupp wide open. He's got 9 yards. And Craig, after a 3-for-6 start, he is now 15 for 19. Had a couple of misses early on, but since then has been essentially perfect. 2nd and 1. This one's broken up for Offord. Good job in coverage there by Dre Greenlaw. That was an on-target throw. Just a good defensive play. Now we got 3rd and 1. Let's hand this off. Give Mixon a shot to get the first down, and he does. To the 15. New set of downs, trips top of your screen. We're going to throw it. Craig finds Kupp on the slants. Only 2 grabs for Kupp, by the way. That was his second one. But we're moving the ball without him. But Craig, that should have been a pick. Straight up, that was thrown right to Drake Greenland. We are extremely lucky that he just dropped that. We got 3rd and 4. That was Craig's first real miss since the first quarter. But from the 10, Need 4 for a first down. For the end zone. Incomplete for Donalds. And we're going to settle for a field goal, you would have to think. Don't get anything, don't get too crazy here. Don't get any funny ideas. Field goal is up, and it is good. The Rams lead by 2 touchdowns. After a very lengthy opening drive of the half, it only leads to 3 for us. Niners come out for their first possession, and Purdy has honestly passed the ball pretty well in this game. He's been on target for the most part, and hasn't had too much pressure to deal with. He's had some, but not a whole lot. McCaffrey's been the real workhorse, though, as he gets another carry here. His 10th of the day. It's like his 15th touch, I think, of the day as well. He's got like 3 or 4 or 5 catches now. 3rd and 5. This one's hauled in for a first down. Who's that? That's Alex Ingold, the fullback. What? They're going to him in the passing game now on 3rd downs? All right. McCaffrey's going to flip field. So will Ayuk. Going to throw it, quick one to Kittle. Hackett takes him down after 7 yards. Back to the ground. McCaffrey is patient, but the defense plugs the hole, and another 3rd down's coming up. Kenneth Murray there on the stop. Stack in the box here on 3rd and 3. Birdie audibles. They're going to throw it. Quick one, and it's intercepted by Reddick. He threw it behind Kittle, and we got to Purdy this time. Our first turnover of the day. Hassan Reddick, who has made plays all year long, does it again against San Fran. I think he was also one of the guys that had the 4-sack game against them last year, and also this year, week 3. So he has Purdy's number every time they face off. The offense comes back out to close this 3rd quarter, and we're in plus territory. We're going 5 wide on 1st and 10, but now we're going to audible out of it. Nixon comes over in the backfield. Clean pocket. Craig launches it down the field. Incomplete. Tried to find Offord, but there was good coverage. Going to a similar play here. 4 wide. Dumped off for Reinhardt. He breaks a tackle and gets 6 yards. A couple of yards out of field goal range for 2. Need 4 yards for a first down. 36.5-yard line. Craig off target. Just threw it a bit behind Donalds. 4th and 4. What do? We are going to stay on the field. I like the call. On the 41, just trying to get 4 yards for a first down. And we don't, as Offord dropped it. His first mistake of the day. That was a good throw. Offord's got to bring that one in next time. So San Fran gets it back with 2:13 to go. I still like the call despite us not converting it. I think it was the right play to make. Purdy's off target for an open receiver there, and now they're going to go 5 wide. Empty backfield. Purdy has immediate pressure from Reddick, and he barely got the pass away out of bounds. Only 74 team passing yards for the Niners now. We've got over like 270. Purdy flushed out. Soft lob. How did he catch that? What? McKinney was way out of position. They had McCaffrey wide open. He gets back, tips the ball up off the deflection, and McCaffrey hauls it in. Come on. McKinney, man, how are you so far out of position? And how do you not just swat that ball down? Wow. 1st and 10 Niners. There's always some weird play that happens against us, but never for us, right? We're always due for one of those plays, sometimes multiple. That one's broken up. Ernest Jones came over and made a big tackle. Gaffrey couldn't hang on. Back to the air on 2nd and 10. To McCaffrey on the outside, but shy of the sticks. 3rd and 2. And we're going to challenge that. This one was actually caught. Because it looked like McCaffrey might have actually dropped this one, or that he didn't get both feet in. Yeah, he did drop it, and he didn't get both feet in. How do you call that one complete? What are they going to say? They're going to call that a completion. That is just a complete... That is complete refereeing malpractice, dude. What? It's the wrong call. And ball don't lie. Warren Terry in the backfield for a loss of 3. Yes, sir. I've got the real feeling that we have put together one of the league's best defenses. Because holy crap, this team is playing this well each week. Simming and washing. It's incredible. It's still a 2-score game as the offense comes back out. 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. This one's incomplete for Kupp. Couldn't hang on in traffic. Going back to the air on this time, and Kupp can't hang on this time either. How many of these big hits are going to jar the ball loose again, man? That's 2 times in a row on Kupp when he already has the ball and it's jarred loose afterwards. 3rd and 10. Craig lofts it. It's broken up. Intended for Offord. And we go 3 and outs. I will say, passing-wise, we have done pretty much nothing in the second half, which seems to be a running theme. Like, we almost always, or not always, but usually, for the most part, have a pretty good passing first half. And then in the second half, I guess they make a game plan change, and then we just drop more passes. They're better in coverage usually. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but Craig was 15 for 19. Now he's like 17 for 29. So you're seeing it here once again where the second half passing is not up to par with the first half. And McCaffrey has a huge gain. Fakes out multiple defenders and is taken down finally by Darius Richards. But how many times have we seen Richards be the final guy to take him down? I think 2 of his 3 tackles in this game alone have been on McCaffrey after defenders get faked out. That was McKinney once again getting juked by McCaffrey. He is a great player, but he's getting old now, and we got to be better in tackling. Purdy has a clean pocket, but Kittle is wrapped up easily by Terry Hackett. Purdy will loft it left side. It's caught by Ayuk inside the 5. 1st and goal from the 3. They're trying to make it a 1-score game here and make this game interesting. McCaffrey in the backfield. Jumbo set. Up the middle. McCaffrey only got 1. McCaffrey in the game again. Purdy's got time, and it's caught for the touchdown by Devontae Carey, but there's a flag on the play. Is it on them or us? Illegal touching on the offense. He must have stepped out of bounds before he caught that pass. Going to be 3rd and goal now. McCaffrey in the game once again. Donald stalls him, though. 99 meets their best player in the backfield. They only got a single yard. 4th and goal coming up. Way to shed that block from McIntosh. They're going to settle for 3 here. That is the smart play. Make it a 1-score game. With under 8 to play. The field goal is up and good. 8-point contest. After a field goal drive from the Niners once again, they've only had field goals so far in this game. That we score and try and put this game to rest. We just need 1 point to put this game essentially out of reach. There's Offord for 9 yards on the first play. Got to really move the ball down the field. Got to pass the ball better here on this drive. They've had better coverage, but I mean, if we can't pass the ball, then just run the ball. Give the ball to Mixon. Let him run down their throats because he's been good at that so far. As this pass is just off the mark for Saban. That would have been an easy first down. They were stacking the box there, too. They're going to do it again here on 3rd and 1. Hand this ball off. Give Mixon a chance here. Going to play fake instead. Craig's going to launch it. And their coverage downfield has been fantastic. We go 3 and out once again. I don't agree with the deep shot on 3rd and 1. I just don't agree with it. There's so much time left. Now they have a real shot to tie the game up here. Almost a good punt. Play action on 1st and 10. Deep shot. Broken up by George Vance. Just saved a big play down the field. This defense, as we just said, has not allowed a touchdown so far. But the Niners need one if they want a real chance to win this game. McCaffrey up the middle. Outraced Donald to the line of scrimmage and gets only 3 yards out of it. 30 back to throw. He lost one over the middle. Incomplete for carry. Good coverage from Richards and by McKinney. It's 4th and 7. We get the stop. Only a minute off the clock there, and we get it back. 6:09 to go. Still up by 8. And now starting from our own 39-yard line. Offord makes the grab. Pinballs around and gets 4 yards out of it. 87 yards now for him on the day. 6 yards shy of his weekly average. Greg's going to audible here. Got Offord and Cup, bottom of your screen. Craig's going to look their way, and he's got Offord wide open. Down the sideline, he's gone. Touchdown, Rams, his 2nd of the day. Trevor Offord, man. This guy's a superstar. I'm saying it now. What a playmaker. Our fastest touchdown of the day. And it's really going to cement this win, I think. 1st and 10 for San Fran. We're going to watch this last drive probably, and then probably just get to the end of it. This game's nearly over now as Purdy's taken down for the 2nd time by 99 Aaron Donald. From the 18, McCaffrey's going to go out wide on this play. Richards looks like he's going to be on him. Purdy finds man open. It's Samuel. Just his 2nd grab of the entire contest, I believe. Yep, his 2nd after one on their 1st drive of the game. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Purdy dumps it. That one's caught. 6 yards. Back to the air, over the middle, incomplete, knocked away by the rookie Vance. 4 to go on 3rd down. Ayuk goes top of the screen. Purdy's got time, but he misses Kittle, who had a couple of steps and a 1st down. 4th and 4. They have to stay out there. Get a stop here. Score. Game over. Let's see what happens. Trips top of your screen. Purdy finds the 1st down. It's Deebo Samuel. Now he's under pressure, and he throws it right into the dirt. Pocket was collapsing all around him. Now they're going empty. 3 yards shy of midfield. He only brought 3 on the pressure, so Purdy's got plenty of time. And he's got a man wide open. It's Samuel. Every time we bring 3, we allow a big play. Why do we do it? Just bring 4 like usual. 4 is enough. We're bringing 3 again. Why? This one's picked off. Never mind. Quinton Lake, take it the other way, brother. He's across the 50. The 30. The 20. Purdy's too slow. Touchdown, Rams. Good night, San Francisco. I was just talking so much crap about us bringing 3, but this time we jumped the play. It's a bad throw, trying to go for carry. Lake leaps for it and takes it to the house. What a play on defense, man. Our backups are making plays. Last play from scrimmage in the game. And off to Mixon. He's tackled. But the clock can run out here. What a Week 5 win Our second of the year against the Niners, same as last year, a season sweep. But once again, if this team somehow finds their way in the playoffs in a backdoor manner, then you've got to take them down just like this. But a 34-12 performance, a dominant showing throughout. The defense looks really damn good. The offense looked great too. What a win to get over our rival opponents, man. And what a win to get after coming off that week 2 game against Chicago where we put together a very similar performance as to this one. This defense might seriously be special. We've only watched 3 games so far, but so far this defense is playing lights out, and Craig had pretty much his best day of the season in this game. 117.7 rating, 332 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no INTs. Only took 1 sack and had a great YPA of 9.5, maybe the highest we've ever seen it in a game watching with Craig. He got to Purdy 6 times, picked him off twice, one of which was taken to the house. McCaffrey did a pretty good job. Mixon did it as well, but still, we're not running the ball hardly at all. But I mean, why would you when you're passing this well? Trevor Offord and Reinhardt both pop off for huge days. Offord continues to increase his average per game on the season with 144 and 2 scores in this game. He was just amazing. Reinhardt was really good. McCaffrey played well out of the backfield, but we really did not go to Donald or Cooper Kupp hardly at all because you really just had to focus on Offord and Reinhardt. Were the guys that almost always were open. We got 3 sacks from Donald in this game, 2 for Reddick, 1 for Basnight, and a half sack for Sam Williams. And we had INTs for Hassan Reddick as well as Quentin Lake, who took that one to the house, 89 yards. Both kickers were perfect. We scored 4 touchdowns. All 4 PATs were perfect. What a win here in Week 5. So in Week 6 now, we have a fully healthy team as Parsons and Styles will come back into the fold. And based off of that game, even though Parson has played well this year, I think based off that performance, you got to give Reinhardt another chance to start here because that was an amazing game out of him. And I want to see if he can do it again, you know? So, we'll see what happens. He got open and he made plays when he did. So, now we're going to go into Week 6. We have to watch this game. Facing the 5-0 Lions, who enter with a pretty solid defensive team. Their offense kind of stinks, but their defense is really, really good. Ours is better, though. Twinned off, here are all of the players who are up for new contract extensions this year, and there are quite a lot. We have a lot of cap room available because we have so many guys available to be re-signed. So I think you are going to give offers to Reddick and Aaron Donald for sure. Ernest Jones, we'll see about that. Because I do like Murray. I do like Chris Barnes. Jones is good too. Just a matter about the money. Kevin Dotson's now available. David Parsons going to get an extension most likely. I like him. Awuzie is on a 1-year deal right now. Bolton's up for a contract. DJ Reed, Sam Williams. A lot of defensive players, really. So we're going to do what we can to keep all these guys around. There are a lot of players here that we're going to be shelling out some money for because they're all pretty damn good. On the right side, though, through 5 weeks, Damon Craig leads the NFL in passing yards. Is not in touchdowns, but in yards he does. Trevor Offord is a second place behind DK Metcalf in receiving leaders. Oh man, this guy's having a great year. Well, Aaron Donald and Hassan Reddick are tied for the NFL lead in sacks with 10 each, and they're both on our team. They don't have the INT leader, but I think we have a couple guys that have 2 maybe. Let's check that actually. I'm curious. So just a brief stat update for you. Craig, 8 touchdowns, 5 picks. Had that 3 touchdown, no pick game today to get him over the hump. Leads the league in yards, as we just saw. 8.2 YPA. Has only been sacked 5 times through 5 games. 92 rating this year. Let's compare this year so far to his last 2 seasons rating-wise. It's about the same. It is about the same. So, still got to work on that, but he is passing better in terms of yards per attempt and yards per game, just not necessarily the completion percentage. But that does make sense given that we're going towards more, intermediate and deep passing, which are less high percentage than the short passes. Mixon so far this year, 5.4 per carry. He's been phenomenal for us. A couple of really huge runs. Offered is overshadowing Cooper Kupp now as our number 1 receiver, but I'm going to keep him at the 2 because he's playing this well at the 2 with Cooper Kupp at the 1. So I feel comfortable leaving him out there where he is at. But 103.6 yards per game. This dude is, he's fantastic. And also, Donald is also having a pretty good year too. 58 yards a game as the 3rd receiver. That is pretty damn solid. Then we've got the sacks. We got 10.5 for both Donald and Reddick. 5.5 for Baz Knights. With 1 pick from a lot of different players. 6 players with 1 pick, so nobody more than 1. And fumble recoveries, I don't think we have any right now. Yeah, we don't have any. We have no forced fumbles either. But Koo is also perfect. 5 field goals to 15 PAT. That's a pretty good balance in my mind. Makes me feel good about the offense and their scoring in the red zone. But that is going to do it, folks, for the episode. The Rams are feeling a bit better than usual, right? We're feeling a bit better about the start in this year than we did last year. And I think it's because we improved our defense and the offense, even though we're not running the ball as much, the running game is more efficient and we are passing the ball way better too. So that's all going to plan. And I just want to check one last thing. How much do we lead the league by in sacks? Because we are already about halfway to how many sacks we had last year in total. And we're only 5 weeks in. We are probably about to break the record this year in sacks by a team in the season, if not already done. We've got 31. The next highest has 21. And half of these sacks were against Brock Purdy, by the way. That's fantastic. We also have the second most INTs, but behind Philadelphia, tied with the Niners for the most. As for fumbles, the Texans, just like last year, are once again forcing a lot of fumbles. But we're looking good, and now we have a pretty big matchup here against the 5-0 Lions in Week 6. After that game, we're going to sim through the game against the Cardinals. We'll get through the bye week. Probably sim through the one against the Jaguars to watch either Steelers or Panthers. And then we're for sure going to watch one of the Seahawks games later on in the year. And probably going to watch this one against the Cowboys too. And that will probably be the end of the season after that, unless week 17 or 18 has a big impact on the playoffs. But we'll see how it goes. That's my game plan for the rest of the regular season. But I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching as always. Please like, comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.